Hello, I'm Ale and welcome to Solo Cose Nove. My backup server is making too much noise, and all this noise comes from processor fan. But not anymore thanks to this silent CPU cooler. But first of all, why to change the heatsink? Processor can be purchased in two modes, with or without heatsink. I usually buy them with the heatsink, but maybe I should change my strategy, and I'll explain why. I've got an old computer that I'm using only as a secondary backup server. On this I mounted a very small SSD containing the operating system and two big mechanical disks. On the first one I have all the backups, and the second one is the mirror. This allows me not to worry too much archiving video projects and documents. Furthermore, this backup server stays on only for the duration of the backups. There is only one problem. The fan that is actually mounted on the heatsink of the processor is very noisy. Every time I turn on this server, the noise is very annoying. Then I decided to change all the dissipation block. But before moving on, leave a thumb up, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you won't miss any content like this. And if you want, go on the website solocosenove.it where you can find all about the Solo Cose Nove world. Thanks. Use a silent CPU cooler. On my main computer I use this type of heatsink for some time and I'm very happy with it. It's a reliable system and usually very quiet. Depending on the product purchased, there will be plastic adapter for the various sockets. So I recommend you to choose very careful the one that fits on your motherboard socket. But let's see together what are the pros and the cons of this type of product. Pros. With the copper pipes can dissipate better the heat. It is possible to dissipate better the heat also for the area which is larger in this type of heatsink because it's mounted perpendicular to the motherboard. The air moves throughout the case from the front to the back, helping the dissipation of all other components inside the case. It is nice to see, and in this version I also have RGB lights. It mounts standard fans that can be easily replaced in case of damages or if you want more silent ones. Cons. It is more cumbersome and it's necessary to evaluate whether there is the space necessary to assemble it in the case. It's not a standard, you can't find it in the box of the processor, so it's an additional expense. Final considerations. With this product I have greatly reduced the noise of the backup server. So much so that when it's on, I hardly notice that it's working and that the fan is running. The problem has been solved, so I can make my backups with much more serenity. The only drawback is that then I'll have to remember to turn it off because it's really quiet and I usually forget that it's on. And it's all for today, thank you for following me and see you in the next exciting video. Ciao!